Hello everyone, my name's Scott. This short video is about how I made my own jet ski rescue tool out of a few hardware items I acquired and had in my workshop. Cost me around about $20, but if you've got any of these parts lying around in your garage, you'd probably be able to do it somewhat cheaper. As you know, if you're into jet skiing, one of the problems that we have on the water is quite often you pick up in your jet the good old cord, rope, plastic bags, or seaweed, which can clog everything up and cause your engine to stop. So there's a few commercial products out there. Most of them I found to be over $100, made of plastic and not that solid. What I wanted to do is put something together which was somewhat cheaper, more solid, and wouldn't take me too long. As you can see on the screen, this is what I came up with. This is what I used to actually make it. The piece of steel, or it's not steel, it's actually aluminium, was 1 meter long, around about 3 mil wide, and I've cut it in half. It's about 20 mil across as well. The other piece of hardware I used, I found some stainless steel wing nuts and also used some bolts that are made of stainless steel. Also, at our local hardware store, we had those hook style cutting blades, which I thought would be handy. And I also picked up on eBay a 150 millimeter reciprocating saw blade, or two of them, for something like $6. So all up there. It cost me about $20 for that. I cut the aluminium in half. So that piece of aluminium is around about 50 centimeters long, which works out really well because it fits nicely in my Sea-Doo cargo bin. The other thing I used just out of my garage was a piece of old inner tube, and I used that to cover up the sharp areas on the tool so it wouldn't scratch anything up. Here's a close-up. They're called hook blades, and you get about 5 of them in a for about $6 or so. And my thought was, if they rust, I just replace them. The stainless steel bolts there should last pretty well. And the other part that I was acquired was this blade, around about $3 on eBay. It's quite cheap. And there's the side profile of the tool after I've made it. You'll notice I've got 3 or 4 wing nuts throughout the length of it. It's doubled over, so the blades actually are hidden within the 2 aluminium slides, so the blades are hidden. I can cover them up with some inner tube if I need, and when I'm ready I can actually fold them out and use them. This is the saw blade end. I found a blade which was fairly fine, but it should be good for nylon anchor rope and seaweed and the like. You'll notice I hacked a bit of a hook into the aluminium so I can fold that blade out of the road and actually use the hook to try and pull rope or cord or seaweed out of the inlet. I've offset the blade at a angle so it can get up and in that actual intake on the jet. The other end is where I put the razor blade. So if I have cord or some sort of fishing line, for example, this should hook it and stop it. You'll notice I've got 2 other smaller holes there. I'd use the spare wing nut from the center, and that will lock the blade in that exposed position. I could put it into the jet and cut away at whatever obstruction there was there. Here's that hook I was talking around. You can see a little bit of the blade for the exposed on the edge, and that can be covered up or folded right out of, so you can't actually see it or cut yourself as well. So that's the tool, around about $20. I reckon it's pretty solid. It's not going to rust, and if a blade gets blunt, I can just swap it out quite cheaply, and it will fit nicely in my jet ski. Have a think about it. You can substitute to whatever your needs are, but I'll give it a go and let you know if it works. Cheers.